Hey YouTube, Appalachian Survivalist here. Wanted to talk real quick about, basically I'm going to do a review of these knockoff Peltor headsets right here. And basically what these are is noise canceling shooting muffs that have an integrated comm system that will work with your radio system. It comes with what's called a NATO plug. So what I did is I bought an adapter that is a push-to-talk switch, and what you do is you plug that in, and when you want to talk you press, give your traffic, release, and then listen for any traffic coming in. What many of you don't know, because I don't talk about it much, is I've been in law enforcement for 10 years. I'm a law enforcement officer in Appalachia, and I use these in my job. So a lot of the things you'll see I use in my job, and have experience using them. So these, again, these are the knockoffs. These are actually called JIA'S, IRONJIA''S. And if you look them up on Amazon, they are currently $64.99. They are called a hunting headset, shooting tactical earmuffs, aviation headphone, noise canceling, hearing protection, NATO plug. So basically, these are just knockoffs of the $500 Peltor headsets. Now, if I had the $500 to be able to spend on Peltor headsets, I would buy them in a heartbeat, and I'd tell you don't buy these ever. However, everybody knows that I'm all about keeping things cheap, all about making things work, and using what works for you. So, for $64, these are awesome. Now, I'm not even going to compare them to the Peltors. I've never used the Peltors. I have some friends who have Peltors. They love them. They kind of laughed when I told them I was getting these. But you know what? For what I want these to do, they work great. All these are is noise canceling shooting muffs. I've used them with 5.56, 9mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, 50 caliber muzzleloader. Trying to remember some higher caliber rifles that we were sighting in the other day. A lot of times I'll just use these as earmuffs instead of grabbing my other earmuffs. I've got earmuffs just like this, shooting muffs, noise canceling. They're great. However, the advantage to these is I can hook up my comms, have them on my vest, my headset, whatever, and be able to communicate effectively and easily. And that's what I really like. As well as these work very well with my helmet. So again, in law enforcement, sometimes there are situations that I've had to, being on the SRT team, I've had to wear a ACH Kevlar helmet, and these are cut in such a way that you can wear them with the ACH cut helmet, because the ACH cut helmet comes down over your ears, and you'll see that here. It comes and covers your ears. I'm currently working on setting up a newer helmet system. I'm just kind of getting it fit to work for what I want, and it's the Mariner cut combat style helmet. What it is it's got an open ear area. It doesn't cover your ears, and it allows you to have your headset. The next thing I'm going to work on is putting a rail system that you can connect the brackets that will essentially just allow you to have the earmuffs here and move them out of the way, and it removes the need for the head strap. So that is the advantage of these. Again, for 10 years I went without any real hearing protection or communications ability other than a hand mic similar to something like this on my setup, and that's what I used. But the more I realize how much better it is using these and having these connected to my radio system, the better I like it. These are an advantage in the sense that only I hear the traffic coming through. I'm hearing the traffic whether there's shooting going on or not. They're hearing me because there's a boom mic right in front of my mouth, so there's no problem hearing my traffic, and I don't have to yell. So it's very advantageous. I have thrown these on and ridden around in the backwoods on four-wheelers and been able to have communications no problem. Again, that push to talk button comes in handy because it's at chest level. You just push and talk, release, and receive your information. So These are a great headset. I really like them. They're actually pretty decent quality. They have rubber gaskets on the battery compartment, so I don't believe they're waterproof, but they're very water resistant. To turn them on, all you do is hold both buttons, and you can't hear it very well because it's not on your ears, but it'll make a beeping noise, and then you're hearing through these microphones, and again it'll cancel the noise. And then to turn them off, you just hold both buttons again, and it turns them off. So when they're on, you're hearing radio traffic, you're transmitting, you're doing whatever you need with them, as well as canceling noise, and they're actually amplifying the noise as well, because these little microphones will pick up a lot of sounds a lot better than your natural ears will. But so I just wanted to give a quick review of these. I didn't see any reviews on these when I was looking at buying them. I saw one guy who kind of talked about them for airsoft purposes. Nobody talking about them for real world applications. So I can tell you that, again, you know, I don't talk about it much, and I really don't get into personal stuff a whole lot, but I am in law enforcement. I do use these for law enforcement purposes, and they work great. So if you're wanting to use them for any kind of home defense purposes, or tactical applications, or whatever it is your purpose or your reason is, similar to what I maybe talked about with my Bump in the Night kit, you know, these are definitely worth it. For $64.99, you know, they're worth it. And with Amazon, you get 30 days money back guarantee. So if they don't work, send them right back. Amazon also has the push to talk button, which has whatever adapter for whatever comms you're running. So right now I've got this running on the Baofeng UV5Rs. So we were able to put our freaks in there and use what we need, and they work very, very well. And if you want more review of the comm setup that I've got and the plate carrier setup, we can do that. If you like that, comment below. If you have a similar setup to this, or something that you like, and maybe you did a video, you know, put that link in the comments below. And if you're interested, comment, and I will actually, what I'll do is in the description, I'll go ahead and put the link for these headsets on Amazon. Amazon doesn't give me any money. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form, but I really like these headsets, and I think that if you can benefit from them for whatever situation you have, whether it's a, you know, STHF situation, or, you know, you're just defending your homestead, your family, whatever, these are perfect for that. And if you're in law enforcement, or you're in some kind of security detail or something along those lines, these are great for that as well. So make sure, if you haven't already, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and God bless.